Hey y'all, it's your girl Sia, and I'm back with another video. Y'all, I'm pretty sure, can I get on the highway from here? I'm almost certain, can I? I think so. Oh, that's cool. I got out and was able to get on the highway. I'm all like, can I go? That's cool, because normally there's traffic. I was shocked. Um, but hey, y'all, it's your girl Sia, and I'm back with another video. Y'all, today is Wednesday. I believe it is the 13th. Hope you guys are having a really, really great week. Um, ooh, okay. Come on, car. As I know that I'm having a really good week, right? But I wanted to speak about something because I noticed that people are very impressed with the way that I carry myself. And I don't really get it. One of the comments that inspired me today was I was told, and the reason why this comment is actually very interesting is because of who it came from. And let me be very clear. I know women like to discuss this hyper or what is it, hypergamous, whatever lifestyle, this soft quote unquote lifestyle, and attracting men who are of a higher status and stuff like that. And I want to be clear about something. One thing about me, and I don't care if you're behind me, truck, you better go around me. One thing about me is I am really big. Like, I was taught, obviously, I had women who taught me like how to like be, how to carry myself, how to look, how to ensure that my look attracts a certain type of male. And so for me, I always appear to be really, really dolled up. Not that, like, it just is what it is. Even when I'm not intentionally dolling up, I still am very well put together, still very pretty, right? But obviously, my dress down doesn't look too much. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. To me, it's a dress down, but to other people, they don't know that I'm dressed down all the time, unless, like, I'm in sweats, right? I believe that it is important for women to learn how to carry themselves in a manner that they can literally go anywhere. Okay? There's a lot of women who, yes, while the queen is the most important piece on the chessboard, and, whatever we like to say about ourselves, right? If you do not carry yourself well, you're not going to be able to enter doors that you want to be in, right? Certain rooms, certain doors, the way that you look is very imperative. And I know that they say that, it's superficial to look at image and all that jazz, but the reality of it is, it's not superficial at all, right? Not at all. Um, Hang on, I just want to make sure y'all can hear me because apparently y'all are on my Bluetooth, which is interesting. Um, but it's not, what's the word for it? It is superficial in the sense that, yes, you are more valuable than your image. However, okay, it is not more valuable. It is not superficial in the sense that being a woman, that is like one of your superpowers is your image, right? So you have to understand that that's what that is. Your image, the way that you look, the way in which you carry yourself day in and day out, all of that really does matter, right? It matters. And And the way that the world sees you is going to be based upon the way in which you choose to conduct yourself and carry yourself as a woman, right? As a young girl, right? These things matter. It just is what it is. Um, but my boss is a millionaire, or at least his net worth is multi-millionaire, right? And the one thing, I don't want to be in this lane, do I? Last time I checked, I didn't want to be in a toll lane. I don't need to be in a toll lane. Y'all, I'm actually going to go get my kiddo. Her dad is having surgery, not surprising considering his age. And so they were going to tell my daughter that she wasn't going to be able to do the concert, her little winter concert for school, because he had surgery. And in my mind, that's not an option. Like, I don't really want to go to this damn winter concert, right? I don't like kids like that, and I really don't like kids like that, okay? So, yeah, I'm not a fan of having to, like, listen to and watch other kids. Like, I'm not at all, right? Not at all. That car did all that to get around me, and the funny thing is it's not going to go very far. Sometimes you got to understand where you got traffic, and no matter what lane you hop in, you may or may not be able to get very far. So speeding ain't going to help you, because all you about to do is run into a car because you can't go fast enough. You know what I mean? Some drivers don't get that. Like, my car can go. It can go very fast, but I'm not going to speed if I know I'm speeding right into, like, a brake car. Like, that's crazy, right? So people are just impatient. I'm impatient too, but I do at least speed when it makes sense. So I'm going to this kid's little winter concert. I'm showing up and showing out, and then obviously it sounds like she'll be spending the night with me. Whatever. Um, but you guys have to get to a point. Like, there are women, like, when he told, what my boss said to me was, wow. He said, you are sassy. And he was like, I like it. But this is how I was raised to dress. Like, that's the coldest part about it. I'm looking at him like, I'm not even, like, if you see my mama's cold-blooded when it comes to fashion, right? And so, for me, this is the norm. This is how I grew up. How I look is how I always looked. The type of styles that I'm into funky things, right? I'm very classy, but very chic, right? That's just who I am, right? And so it's funny because he was like, I can take you anywhere. And so many people gave me compliments, like they always do, but they were giving me compliments. And I'm like, well, thank you, And it's white people. White people seem the most amazed, okay, at the way that I dress. Black people, they're like, yeah, girl, I mean, if anything, I'm getting some girl's twisted up face because she just mad because she don't look like me and or she gives me a compliment, right? But for the most part, white people are like the most surprised, right? And I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's just because they perceive black women to not carry ourselves well. I don't fucking know. But I know that there's a ton of black women who do carry themselves very, very well. So I don't know what that thought process is or where that comes from, but I appreciate the compliments, okay? So when he said I can take you anywhere, I want to be very clear. These people have seen me in all types of settings, right? Swimsuit settings, bar settings, right? Drinking settings, right? All of these different, we're in the professional settings, right? We're in all these settings where they're able to see me with my hair down. Let's put it that way. And for this man to say, you know what, wow, like I can really take you anywhere. He knows, and what again, as a black woman, right? Because I that um, the thought process of, oh wow, that's so amazing, like, oh my God, look at how you dress, right? That thought process, I feel as though it has a lot to do with who I am and what some of these folks are so used to seeing versus what, like, I know women can look like, right? Because I grew up around all types of black women, okay? And I know plenty of well-to-do black women, like they carry themselves very sophisticated, like I know a lot of those. Whereas a lot of people don't, you know. I think I'm gonna take this road. What time is it? Dang, I got here in 15 minutes, y'all. I'm not trying to be here this early. Jeez, I got here early. I think I'm gonna take the long way. That's way too early for my taste. Um, well, maybe not. I don't know if I want to be early or late, just because. Um, so yeah, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I'm on a highway, so I had to make sure I could get over and do what I need to do. I don't want to take these train tracks. I wonder if there's another way to get over here. Jesus. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hit your brakes, Cece. My car be going out of control. My car does not like to go slow. Like, I'm telling you, she does not. Um, but yeah, how you carry yourself. You want to, a lot of people will be like, well, I don't care. I don't care about materialistic things. I don't care about, shit like that. But you need to care about shit like that because when people are looking at you, right, for who you are, what you look like matters. What you look like paints a story as to who you are and or where you come from. And so if you're carrying yourself in a manner that shows, it doesn't matter what you think that manner should look like, right? Because that's what people forget is your image. It's not like you can tell people what you want us to think of you all day long. But if it is what it is and that's what it appears to be, then that's what people are going to judge you based on, not what is really in your heart, right? So if you're wanting that job interview, you got to come correct. And certain job interviews require certain types of clothing. And depending on where you're going, you may want to step up that level of clothing, right? It's all about where you're going and what you're striving to do. And let me be clear, it wouldn't matter if I'm at a bar, if I'm at a professional event, right? I was going to turn there, but I don't think that's the route for me to turn. Okay, I'm going to need you to go. It doesn't matter if you're on a date, right? You're going to know to carry yourself in such a way that no matter where you're at, people can feel as though they're comfortable around you, right? And I know that sounds crazy to folks. I know people are like, well, I shouldn't have to do all that. Well, I mean, the reality of the circumstances, what are you striving to do? What are you doing? What are you striving to do? Because if you're dressing like a certain stereotype, and then and I'm gonna keep going, and then you're asking me not to stereotype you in that manner, that becomes very difficult, right, to do. Not for you. In your mind, you're thinking, well, if they stereotype me, they're mean. They bullied me, yada, yada, yada. But it's like, look how you carry yourself. Look at how you dress. Look at how you act. Nobody's saying you got to wear Gucci and all that jazz, but you damn sure, and let me be very clear about this, you damn sure better be walking, you better carry yourself like such. I was raised at your image, like my parents, and now I understand why black people in a certain time and our generation, why it was so important, right, for that generation to really make sure that their image was intact. And even now, when you're dealing with level of generation, right? You're dealing with them older folks, right? You'll notice that very particular, right, about how they carry themselves, how they look, right? You may have an old grandpa that still got them nice shoes, them gaiters. Generation, there's a generation that they're just very particular on clothing, right? How they look, how they carry themselves, because they understand that how they look is it's a tool in your toolbox, and it can be a weapon used against you and or for you, depending on how you use it. So when I've got a man of class, of stature, telling me as a black woman that, hey, I can take you anywhere, like you are, like basically saying I'm beautiful, but he was like, wow, you're very sassy, like in terms of my clothing, right? And he's like, I could take you anywhere. That tells me that as a woman, I've leveled up to a point where, oh, I think I want to go this way. I'm almost certain that this is the way I want to go. Yup, because that's the turn I want to make. Well, thank God I know where I'm going. So yeah, y'all, that's all I want to say, man. Like, the end of the day, it's all about, like, I know people are like, that's shallow, yada, 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 but image is very, very important. It's very important. And it's not until you understand how to use it and make it work for you that you will not really understand that until you do, really. So that's all I got to say on the matter, y'all. I want to wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful day. Just remember what I be saying, though. I'm out. Peace. Sorry, I know people are like, this girl's on her phone.